gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah.
If there's one smartphone brand still bringing back the excitement of the golden era of mobile phones, it's Huawei. Every new device feels fresh, different, and completely unexpected. From dual-fold phones to triple-fold concepts, and now the Pura X Max with its huge expandable display, Huawei keeps redefining foldables. While others are perfecting the basics, Huawei is already moving to the next level. At this point, their folding technology almost feels generations ahead. Big thanks to my tech partner over in China for providing this footage. I really appreciate the support in making this video happen. Hey everyone, Stella here from techiestreet. If you're into staying updated with the newest gadgets, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our latest tech content. Now, let's open the box. Peel off the film, unfold the phone, and here's the surprise. The Pura X Max opens to almost the same size as an A4 sheet of paper. Thanks to its nearly perfect root 2:1 aspect ratio, it's fantastic for reading and watching content. Even with that massive screen, it's only 5.2 millimeters thin. It's light, comfortable, and surprisingly easy to hold. Honestly, using it feels like secretly reading comics in school. Fun, simple, and addictive. Before you even turn on a video or game, you can already imagine how immersive this display is going to be. And speaking of games, the very first thing it reminded me of was the legendary Game Boy. For years, brands have tried recreating that handheld gaming feeling with bulky accessories, awkward grips, or tiny displays. None of them truly nailed it. The Huawei Pura X Max finally does. Folded or unfolded, it naturally feels like a real handheld gaming console. Fire up Pokémon, Super Mario, Metal Slug, or Road Rash, and the nostalgia hits instantly. Gaming is all about fun, and this design makes every session feel special. When folded, the Pura X Max becomes even more impressive. Its 5.4-inch outer display is large enough to use, yet compact enough for a secure one-handed grip. It almost feels like a small pack in your hand, compact, natural, and incredibly comfortable. The longer I used it, the more it reminded me of an old wallet. And honestly, that makes perfect sense. Today, our phones carry our money through digital payments, so turning a phone into something that feels like a wallet is surprisingly logical. Add Huawei's premium back design, the perfectly centered horizontal camera module, and even the symmetrical speaker grills, and the whole device feels polished, premium, and carefully crafted. But here's the real question. Why build such an unusual foldable? Surely it wasn't only to bring back Game Boy memories. Not at all. The real reason is software. Let's talk about that. The outer display may be compact, but it's still a fully functional 5.4-inch screen. Double tap the white bar at the bottom and a smooth animation appears. AI accompanying lights up and the small bar transforms into a colorful strip. Open any app and Huawei's AI assistant, Xiao Yi, doesn't just appear, it stays permanently on the right side of the screen. Huawei calls this companion AI, and that's exactly what it is. It's designed to stay with you all the time. Your app continues running on the left, while the AI lives on the right, constantly understanding and helping with whatever you're doing. Instead of calling AI only when needed, it becomes a companion that's always ready. And this is where the bigger display finally makes sense. For the last 2 years, every smartphone brand has been talking about AI, but in most phones, you launch AI, use it for a few seconds, then close it. Why? Because traditional phone screens never gave AI its own space. Huawei takes a completely different approach. The Pura X Max gives AI a dedicated place on the display, allowing it to help while you study, browse, work, or use apps without constantly appearing and disappearing. While others keep advertising AI, Huawei has actually designed hardware around AI. That's one of the biggest differences. As someone who reviews software, this immediately grabbed my attention. Look closely at the interface. The content on the left follows the curved display corners, while the AI panel on the right matches your wallpaper colors for a seamless look. Press and drag the colored arc from the bottom right, and the AI expands across most of the display, while the app shrinks into a slim strip. That reveals something important. Companion AI isn't just another split-screen mode. Huawei is introducing a completely different way of using AI. While most brands compete with AI specs and features, Huawei is building AI that behaves more like an intelligent assistant instead of a tool. In other words, others are adding AI to phones. Huawei is redesigning the phone around AI, and that points toward a much bigger thing, a true AI-first future. But here's the biggest question of all. Why does AI need to stay visible on the screen all the time?
Now let's open a text-heavy app. The moment you open a news article, something impressive happens. Without tapping anything, Xiao Yi instantly recognizes it's a long article and offers to save it, summarize it, create a mind map, provide a reading guide, and even suggest questions you might ask. And honestly, isn't that exactly why recommendation algorithms became so addictive? Think about it. Years ago, we searched for everything ourselves. We spent time digging through endless information just to find what we needed. Most AI on other phones still works like that. You ask first, then AI responds. Huawei flips the idea. Companion AI constantly watches what you're doing and prepares useful information before you even ask. Take a game like Happy Laughing Question. Xiao Yi stays on the side the entire time. Stuck on a level? Just hold the button and ask for help. It analyzes the game, studies the current situation, and even suggests the best moves, almost like having your own gaming coach. So yes, technically, it's legal cheating. I wasn't cheating. Lu Benwei, definitely wasn't cheating. And Companion AI isn't just for games. Imagine getting a WeChat invitation from a friend. Tap the screen recognition button and Xiao Yi automatically identifies the details, creates a reminder, and notifies you when it's time. The same works with productivity apps. It can recognize schedules, save them instantly, and even detect addresses to start navigation with a tap. This kind of always available AI could completely change the smartphone experience. Now, you're probably wondering, if AI is always watching my screen, what about privacy? Good question. While browsing articles, Xiao Yi actively analyzes content and offers suggestions. But open WeChat and everything changes. It stops scanning automatically. It only reads WeChat when you manually press the recognition button. The privacy boundary is very clear. Although, personally, I don't think I have much privacy left on WeChat anyway. I just wish Huawei would build an AI that replies to messages for me and keeps reminding people to repay the money they owe me. Maybe someday, one step at a time. Now, if AI doesn't interest you, let's talk gaming. Take Honor of Kings. Thanks to the Pura X Max's unique screen shape, standing in the exact same position gives you a noticeably wider view than a normal smartphone. You can actually see areas hidden on traditional phones. The extra space at the top and bottom, around 30% more, can genuinely help during gameplay. In many situations, that's even more useful than dedicated gaming phones. And once again, I definitely wasn't using Lu Benwei. Not into gaming? Let's talk reading. Open Huawei Reading and check the AI dynamic comic section. Unlike many phones and even foldables that leave thick white borders, the Pura X Max fills the screen naturally. No cropping, no stretching. The comic's aspect ratio simply matches the display. The same happens with movies, videos, and Xiao Hongshu photos. Content fills the screen beautifully instead of leaving black bars. Even apps like Happy Laughs make much better use of the display than traditional smartphones. So even if you completely ignore Companion AI, this is still an outstanding phone for consuming content. Simply put, the Pura X Max feels like a display built specifically for content. Looking back at my experience, my feelings changed in 4 stages. First, skepticism, then curiosity, then understanding, and finally, acceptance. I never expected such a unique-looking phone to deliver such a different experience. Its biggest achievement is bringing AI from the background to the foreground. That may sound like a small change, but moving a feature from a hidden menu to the main screen can dramatically change how often people actually use it. The truth is, despite all the AI hype, most people still don't use AI daily on their phones. Even the iPhone hasn't fully redesigned itself around AI, and sales haven't slowed because users simply haven't built those habits yet. Until now, almost every brand has focused on AI through software alone. Huawei is one of the few redesigning the hardware around AI itself. And that's what makes the Pura X Max stand out. A display designed for content, an AI assistant that's always there, and a self-developed operating system focused on privacy. If Huawei keeps improving these 3 areas, its future could be incredibly exciting. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!